can hear him on the Frozen Tundra every Sunday night at 9 o'clock right here on WIND. You can hear him with Steve Cochran Friday afternoon at 5:50, and you can watch his daily 30 and 5 video commentaries at 560WIND.com, brought to you in part by Altoff Industries, residential heating and cooling. Did I get it all in there, Mike?
Yeah, and by the way, guys, it is not Amy that's on my new Caucasian Man video on northtonorth.com, but it is Mike Ditka. So if you want to check out a great video, check it out. There's a blonde. Somebody sent me an email yesterday, John, said, is that Amy? I said, no, but I should have thought about putting Amy in. So check it out on northtonorth.com.
I will.
What's up, fellas and ladies?
Well, let's talk about Kyle Williams.
Who?
Kenny Williams' son. He was telling me that his son got death threats.
Yes.
Because he fumbled those 2 key plays.
Yeah, and and what I would tell Kyle, and you know what, he's taking it like a man. I mean, as far as the situation, Kenny Williams says yesterday he might have fumbled because he had a separated shoulder. Kyle comes out later on and says, there's no excuses. I fumbled the football. Kenny being a parent and a good parent, sticking up for his kid. Now, as far as the death threats are concerned, you guys know this. If somebody's telling you they're going to get you, they won't get you. It's the people that don't say anything that will end up getting you. I wouldn't worry about it, but it's something you have to be concerned about. As far as the condition of this country, it's a football game. There were angry fans, people tweeting when they're hammered, when they're drunk, they're at home. Who knows where these morons are? It's not a happy time for Kyle Williams, but I like the way he's handling the situation right now.
Now, what about the kicker from the Ravens? Yeah, I'm sure he's getting death threats as well.
Well, yeah, I mean,
from his own teammates.
Think about this. You talk about the defenses, you talk about the offenses, and then it's special teams. Not only in the San Francisco game, but of course Billy Cundiff in the Raven game. Here's a guy that missed only 2 field goals from that range. He looked to me like, he put too much pressure on himself. It's not a normal kick the way he kicked it. It's only a 32-yard field goal. When we say only, 32-yard field goals are like professional golfers that can really chip being up about 100 yards from the pin and putting it 5 feet away. That's what kind of shot that's supposed to be, and he just shanked it. A lot of people are saying that he choked on that, and I can't disagree with him.
Years ago, I was on this cruise that featured Super Bowl players from teams, and Scott Norwood was on the cruise. And during one, everybody's obligated to do some sort of little meet and greet and, sort of symposium. And somebody brought up the fact, I'm from, he was a New York kicker, wasn't he?
He was the Buffalo
Bills guy.
Right. If he makes that, they got a Super Bowl in their pocket.
And, New York won. The Giants won, correct? Okay, so anyway, somebody stood and go, I'm from upstate New York, and I just wonder how you feel about missing that field goal. Years after it happened, he got up and left.
Oh, yeah, and Bill Buckner just came to terms.
Billy
Buckner just came to terms with it he came to terms with about 4 or 5 years ago. He was on the Larry David episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm this year. But people, they're haunted by that for the rest of their lives.
How about the wild thing? They burned his house down in Philly.
They hung Dan Devine's dog in Green Bay. They actually hung the dog.
Yeah,
back in the day.
Sports fans.
Yeah, so Kyle Williams should keep an eye on things, but first of all, I wouldn't recognize him if he walked down the street. Second of all, I knew it was Kenny's son, and when I was on Fox the other night, I brought that up, and the people in L.A. couldn't believe it.
Nobody knows. That was such a hidden secret. They never showed a cutaway of him in the stands.
Well, and then to tell you what they think in L.A., my producer goes, well, wait a minit, this kid went to Arizona State. I go, Kenny Williams went to Stanford. I said, so don't think where they live now. Don't associate where they might have gone to school. So yeah, it's a tough situation. It's going to be a long off season for them.
Well, you know what? These guys are paid big dollars to take the heat and make the kicks and field the kickoffs. So I'm sure they'll all be back. I don't think that kicker is going to be back with Baltimore, but maybe he'll have a career.
Well, Bill Parcells cut him years ago with the Dallas Cowboys, so he has managed to survive and hang around. He still has made 95% of his kicks, but boy, they'll remember him for that one.
Mike, thanks so much for your insight and your analysis. It's always great having you out.
All right, and by the way, Super Bowl coming up. It doesn't bode well for a certain Tom Brady. We'll talk about that next week.
Okay, great. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Thanks, Mike. Take care.
Flood Brothers Disposal and Recycling Services are professional waste haulers. Now, the Flood family is big on service. It's our #1 priority, and we offer extremely competitive pricing because the Flood family is here to help you in this tough economy. Remember, at Flood Brothers, we build relationships, and the only thing we're big on is service. Call us at 773-626-5800 or floodbrothersdisposal.com.